Hello guys, my name is Andrew. I'm a junior student at National College Julia Hashdeu, just as you. And what if I told you that the present version of yourself may not be your final form? Because sometimes change is inevitable, always it is inevitable, but sometimes it is intentional. So that's what we're going to talk about today. So let's picture this. When you look in the mirror, do you like what you see? Do you like the version that you are right now? Are you looking in the mirror and are you proud of your habits? Are you proud of your thoughts, your ideas? Are you proud of the child that you are for your parents, the human that you are for those around you? Are you proud of the friend that you are for your friends as well? Are you looking in the mirror and think, wow, I'm really enjoying my life at my fullest and I really love myself? Because if the answer is yes, then congratulations, that's amazing. But sometimes the answer tends to be no or maybe, if it leans towards no, maybe, or I don't know, something similar, like you could sense a little bit of doubt there, then you have work to do. And trust me, I'm not always feeling like the best version of myself, but that's fine because I've learned that it's okay to not feel okay all the time. But it is not good to be low and to feel that emotion constantly and to be in that state willingly. So today we're going to talk about reinvention. We're going to talk about the desire when it comes to changing yourself. And we're going to talk about how can we improve ourselves. And I'm going to enjoy and I'm going to spend here some seconds talking to you, and I hope that I can be helpful to you. I'm going to share my tips gathered from some sources such as books, the internet, videos from different platforms, and so on. But first, keep in mind that reinvention, reinventing yourself, begins from the moment that you decide that you deserve better. Tip number one, identify and analyze yourself. To be able to reinvent yourself and to see how can you improve yourself in your persona, you first need to know who you are. You need to know about your identity. Your identity is your core and no one knows yourself better than you do. So that's why it's very important to know yourself in order to know what you need to change and what you need to transform when it comes to believing in yourself and when it comes to improving yourself. Let me give you an example about identity, which is from a previous video I've seen recently about reinvention as well. Let's say you want to quit sugar. Kind of hard sometimes, but let's say you want to do that. And there is a person which offers you some sugar, like, hey, I have this candy, would you like it? Or hey, I have a bar of chocolate, would you like to share it or something? First, you can eat it, but that's not the point, that's not our purpose here. But you have two options, two attitudes. So first, you can say, no thank you, I don't want to eat sugar. Or second, you can say, no thanks, I'm trying not to eat sugar. Notice the difference? So the first person defines their identity. They are doing a statement and they are saying from the very beginning, from the very first moment, that they don't identify themselves as a person who eats sugar. So they don't want to eat it. However, the second person says that they are trying not to eat sugar. So that's a habit they are trying to implement, which I'm not saying it can't be effective. But I think a different and a more natural approach would be the response of the first person. So that's about defining our identity. And the first person statistically is more aware of the fact that they don't want to eat sugar and they are more probably into not giving up eating sugar. Tip number two, the old stuff. When I'm saying old stuff, I'm referring to the old version of ourselves. We're talking about the version which we are not anymore and the person that we are trying to leave behind. But let's be honest, are we always leaving behind what doesn't serve us? Because sometimes we're too attached, and detachment is key. Sometimes we're too attached by people, by exes, by situations, and it is not good. Even if it's bad for us and if it has a lot of negativity, sometimes it's hard for us to give up on these stuff. So it is very important to let go of the things which don't serve you. Because a phoenix bird, for example, needs to die in order to resurrect. So you need to let go of old habits, unhealthy habits. You need to let go of malicious thoughts, of toxic people and toxic environments from your life in order to make space for great things to come into your life and things that you deserve and things which are blessings for you. Tip number three, embody. When it comes to embody this version, so now you know who you are, you know who you want to become, and maybe you know what you need to let go in order to do this. Now it's time to step into the version of this person. You need to know how this person acts, how this person behaves, what are their goals, their behavior in society, and you can find this out by just taking your time and just maybe spending some time journaling, meditating, or maybe enjoying your time in a room full of darkness and silence to finally get all the answers and all the details you need in order for you to get to know this person. And I know sometimes it's hard, and sometimes it is hard for you to stay motivated, and you need to be consistent, and you need to be very, very careful. But at the end of the day, you need to think if it's worth it, and if you value, and if you know your value, and if you know you are enough, and it is very okay with how you are. So at the end of the day, when it comes and you are thinking about how hard it is to do something, or this best version of yourself seems very off, something is afoot, you don't feel like you're yourself, it feels unnatural, just think at the end of the day, if you have to choose between the pain of discipline and the pain of regret, which one would you choose? Because the pain of discipline is temporary, and it is very useful and helpful when it comes to reinventing yourself. Although the pain of regret and all the what ifs, what if I had had more courage? What if I had been more confident? Could I have done things better? Am I enough? And the answer is yes. But could it have been better? The answer is maybe, because we're talking about the past. There is not a yes, there is not a no. There is something unsure, because what is unknown in the past stays unknown forever. And you don't know a certain answer. You're not going to get answers to these question marks. So let this be my final thought. If you have to choose between the pain of discipline and the pain of regret, please choose the pain of discipline, because regrets may last forever. And I want to end this with a thought that you are enough, like I said. You need to believe yourself, and you need to know the fact that you deserve these blessings that you want into your life. And you need to be aware of the fact that if you're a good person, blessings are coming. And life is beautiful, and life needs to be romanticized, because sometimes it is not that serious at all. And this is the message that I wanted to give you. And I really hope that it was kind of useful. And as a final question, again, can you begin again? Can you start it all over? And do you deserve this? So the answer is yes, you can. And not only because it is possible, but because you deserve it. You deserve these blessings. Thank you very much.